Jonathan. Do you want to come in?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, can you take off your shoes? Sorry.
Of course.
Anyways, welcome to my room. We'll start first with my bed. They gave me a blanket, a bed cover, and a pillow, and then I did have to buy this fuzzy blanket around October because it was getting really, really cold, but it was only like $15, so that was fine. You can also open the window here, but the first time I actually opened it was in December because the mosquitoes were so aggressive before. Oh, I can show you my drawers actually.
Amazing.
Yeah, so these are my socks. The middle drawer has like, oh my god, this is hard. The middle drawer has a bunch of my beauty products and heavy paperwork, like a lot of just miscellaneous stuff that I don't need to access all the time. It's heavy. And then here is just all of my nice clothes because I also don't need to access it that often because I'm just studying so hard here. Okay, and then as you've noticed, I have like this big rack in the middle of my room which takes up quite a bit of space, but I try to be efficient with it, so I hang both of my bags here and then a towel to dry, and I just have a few of my jackets, and in the back I have 3 bucket hats because I love bucket hats. This is my desk area. I try to keep the toiletries up top that I'll need to access often, and then this is obviously my work desk. Okay, sorry, I swiped the hair off. I shed a lot in my room. Sometimes I'll keep stuff down there, but I have to pull this out to even show you the stuff in here because it's so cramped. And I have my makeup bag here, and then some like little essentials, like a stapler. And then down here, there's actually quite a bit of space in there, but it's so deep in the back that it's hard for me to reach out. So I try to just keep a few toiletries and ramen and pocky, which is also very, very essential. Okay, and I think the last thing before we head out is just my clothes, more clothes.
How should I? Because it's hard to get,
do you want to come in?
Maybe it's like
Do you want to try going in there?
Like, if I like record from yeah, this is so much better. Yeah.
Okay, working so hard. I have my umbrella up top, so like some random stuff that I don't need to access, and then I have my shirts, shorts, pants, some smaller things, and then I had to buy some of these hangers, but I just have some jeans and like longer pants and my shoes at the bottom. Okay, this is our communal bathroom. We'll go on this side, and there's just like 3 stalls and 3 sinks, and surprisingly there's like 12 people on my floor, but I haven't had to wait for anything so far, which is great. And then on this side we also have 3 showers. The interesting thing about these is that they're like kind of transparent, so if I go in, you can actually see my shape, which is like a little creepy.
I did not know that people could see me. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, I held that elevator because it closes very aggressively, like it doesn't really sense people until you get crashed. Like I've gotten crashed multiple times. This is our lobby, and sometimes I'll just do passive work here when I don't need to concentrate too much, and yeah, a ton of people will come through, and it's just nice to see faces. And okay, the cleaning lady is not here, so we can come in. Can you imagine 50 people putting their food in there? Like, it just does not work. But the fridge is a bit more okay. Like, I actually almost put all my food in here. These are the washers. We have 3 of them, and then 1 dryer. So I think that if you need to wash clothes, you usually don't have to wait for people, but waiting for the dryer is the issue because it actually takes a really long time, and it doesn't even dry your clothes out well. 1 load takes maybe an hour and a half to even 3 hours, so it does get backed up quite a bit.
Mirror check. Yo, I look like.
Let's go to the rooftop. Yeah, this is my favorite place to be. I like to just like stretch up here and do work when I can. And then if you look out this way, we have a beautiful view of the campus. Okay, so we're gonna do a pros and cons analysis for those of you thinking about staying here or if you're considering other living arrangements. So I'd say that the pros are the fact that it's very cheap has a great location, like campus is right there. And then it's super social. So starting first with the fact that it's cheap, at my home university, I paid like 1.2K. And my apartment was 2 floors, but I was in a double. Whereas here, I'm paying like $300 per month. So it's super cheap. And I'm able to like reallocate some of that to eating out or just traveling to other places. The second one is like, you know, location. I would prefer not to wake up earlier than I have to. So it literally takes me like 5 minutes to walk to campus. Like we are right across the street. And then the third thing is the fact that it's super social. Like there's like 50 of us living in very close quarters. So I got to know people very quickly, and I'm just really surprised by like how often I'll see people on campus. So I think that's like really nice. Definitely like the biggest pro, I think. For the cons, I would say that like number one, you get what you pay for in a way. My room is so small to the point where I can't really be productive. I end up going to cafes to get coffee. That's kind of like the culture in Korea. So I'm saving on rent, but I'm spending a lot more on food and coffee. I also don't cook too often here because the kitchen, I think in itself is a bit more of a problem when it comes to space. I just eat out like a lot more, and it's hard for me to meal prep because our fridge and freezer are almost always full. The second con, I think, is the biggest for me, which is noise. Like, I never knew noise could travel so much in a hallway. I usually can hear everything that people are saying, even if it's at like a normal noise level like this. Sometimes I'll wake up at like 1 a.m. or even like 5 a.m. from people talking like so loudly or like even shouting. It just gets pretty tough when I had like a really long day and I wanted to sleep at like 11 p.m. or if I had a meeting at like 7 a.m. I'd say that the sense of privacy is very, very minimal. I think that Crimson is a really good place to be if you value having a very social environment. Like I can sit up here or down in the lobby and I'm pretty sure I'd see someone after a few minutes. Like it's just nice constantly being around people. And if you care about, you know, not paying as much in rent, then, you know, Crimson's super cheap. Yeah. I don't know, Jonathan, did you like living here?
I think I agree with like a lot of the points you said. I really like it because it's a social aspect, but I think a semester here is perfect, but like long term, not the best choice. So I think if you're like here as an exchange student, it's like really fun. It's fun,
like,
is what you're
like
looking
an experience.
for. Yeah. It's like
I don't know if I'd repeat it necessarily.
I would not repeat it, but I'm happy I had it. Like
Yeah.
I would recommend it, but not long term. Yeah.
Yeah. Great analysis. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, if you are going to live in Korea, you're studying abroad, like you'll have a great time regardless. So I wouldn't worry too much about housing. But yeah, that's the end of this video. So we'll see you next time. Oh, that's so cute.